It's day 60 of the Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. I've got this big smile on my face because I am uber excited about what it is that I will be sharing with you all today. For our topic of discussion, we're going to spotlight elevating women-led legacies, crafting impactful business success. And I'm here to guide you through personalized strategies and tips, ensuring that your business leaves a indelible mark on the world. Let's go ahead and let's dive right in. If you're just now joining, my name is, of course, Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady over at Let's Talk Strategies. And for day 60, I've got some strategies and tips that I believe is really truly going to help you leave that mark that you truly want to leave on the world as a successful business female CEO. So let's go ahead and let's dive in. Tip number 1 is going to be that you have what we call value-driven leadership skills, okay? I need you to understand the importance of truly embracing your unique values, yours, not mine, right? Embrace your values as a guiding force for your legacy. Let them influence every decision, every single influence, weaving that authenticity that we talk about a whole lot into the fabric of your business's lasting impact. You want to do that. You really want to align your personal values within your business decisions. And I believe personal and business have to blend together. I don't think in my opinion that they can be separated in any way. So align them with that. Build your legacy on the values of things like transparency, because this is what I believe in. Transparency, integrity, and empathy. I believe integrating those in that will leave a lasting effect. But now remember, I said this is still going to be about your values, but I wanted to just provide you a little bit of tips on what I mean by personalized values. I believe for me, intertwining that integrity and having empathy and being transparent is the way to go. I can remember being too overly techie, too business, where I wasn't really showing up and showing me my personal values. And the minute that I did that, y'all, the shift really came in my business. So I'm encouraging you to do that. So a practical tip for you or step that you should take is simply this: take that moment, identify 3. Look, we're wrapping things up. So I'm giving you some things to do, right? Identify 3 core values that resonate with you, okay? And consider how these values can shape your decision-making process, okay? It's going to be extremely important as you wrap up and as you elevate as a successful woman who's going to lead a legacy, right? You're going to have that woman-led legacy, pardon me, who's going to truly, truly have impact. And no matter which direction she goes in, you want to leave that impactful, lasting effect. Okay. Now, I want you to also consider this next tip, tip number 2 or strategy number 2, which is succession planning excellence. Okay. This one is a key one. All of them are key, to be quite honest with you. But I want you to prioritize a seamless leadership transition. Okay. Craft a strategic roadmap. This is going to safeguard your business legacy for generations to come. Okay. So a way to do that is explore the significance of succession, right? Plan for a long-term business sustainability. We've been talking about, simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining for sustainable growth, right? Plan for long-term sustainability. I know we deal with a lot of short-term things, but we got to have that long-term mode in place. I believe that a well-executed succession plan, it it ensures more of a smooth transition and sustained success. It really does. So develop that robust succession plan You can include things like mentorship programs and leadership development incentives. Put all that in there so that you can really, really have that succession plan that really fits you, right? One of excellence. Got to do that, right? You're that strategic leader, right? And you're mastering these things. So, this is something that I believe you truly need to incorporate in your business model. Now, the next tip or strategy, number three, deals with strategic community engagement. Okay. As we elevate ourselves as women in business, our topic, of course, again for day 60 is elevating women led legacies. We are leaving a legacy, crafting impactful business success. Strategic community engagement, y'all, is extremely important. Okay. I believe that as we forge meaningful connections by actively supporting local, initiatives and getting involved, not just for the money piece, but just showing up and showing that we really truly care as business owners in our community, that it really deepens uh, your relationships with your community. Okay. Your business being heavily involved in what's going on in your community truly crafts that legacy. It leaves that positive impact, right? They remember you. Like I remember when Let's Talk Strategies did XYZ, and we knew she really cared, right? Make sure that it's impactful. I believe that community engagement leads to an increased brand awareness and customer trust because you believed in them. You delved into them. They weren't just a number. You provided you know uh, things that could really impact the community and help them, not just with even their businesses but with their lives, right? So make sure that you engage strategically with the community, and that your engagement leaves a meaningful impact on the community. Now, a way that you can do this is, you can simply identify some local initiatives, right? And make sure that, of course, that they do align with your business values and explore ways that you can contribute. Simple as that, right? And remember what I said. Remember that doing this is truly going to strengthen your community ties, and I believe it's going to amplify your brand's impact. Okay. My late dad, he's been gone 8 years now. And our business, we own bar stores and restaurants in Cleveland, Ohio. And the store is named, and the bar and the store, it's named Double Exposure. Okay, it's named after my twin sister and I. We're twins, Double Exposure. The impact that my father left, his legacy still lives on. When we had my father's burial service, his funeral service, we literally had to secure a cathedral, a Catholic cathedral, because that's how my father impacted the community. He taught so many people how to own and operate a restaurant, stores, bars. He was that leader, that person in the community that taught the young women and young men how they could do the same. We had standing room only. People were stand up lined up outside. His legacy was real, but because he contributed so much to the community, it wasn't a surprise to us. Put a smile on our face. And it just, it's still, he's still, even after being gone 8 years, businesses well over 50 plus years, right? So, a way again for you to do this is identify ways that you can get involved locally and make sure that your business values truly align with theirs and theirs align with you, and that you truly contribute in its most simplistic way with them. Okay. I'm telling you, doing this will truly strengthen your community ties. It's going to amplify your brand's impact. We still get people packing out my father's businesses, still, right now to this day. I encourage you to do so. Now, tip number or strategy number 4 is innovative sustainability initiatives. Okay, uh, listen, all it really is for me, if you can incorporate what we call nowadays eco-friendly practices, right? Because they're extremely beneficial to the environment and to your business legacy. Everybody's looking at ways to go green and all kind of different things. Be a trailblazer in in a responsible way, forward thinking, right? Consider the environment. It's all out here now. Everybody's talking about it, right? Going green, adopting eco-friendly practices into your operations is really truly going to help you in a major way. An example, hey, listen, you can reduce what? The carbon footprint of implementing, things into the business, not leading with plastic paper. A lot of people are going to what? Cardboard paper if you have a brick and mortar, paper bags, you know, because they say plastic causes so many issues. I mean, even people like, is it Starbucks or is it McDonald's? One of them, they're not using plastic anymore. They're using like the cardboard. And it's not in every state. I wish they would adapt it in every state, but they use like that cardboard type straw, right? Anything that could help the environment, help animals not choke on things. Listen, even if you don't agree with me, do some research on it. See how you can implement eco-friendly practices into your business and watch how just the simple fact of you doing that and the community paying attention to it, I'm telling you, it lends to so many different levels, different other type of business opportunities. Even when it comes down to you even trying to do something as simple as getting business grants and getting certain monies from different organizations, some of have leading and having an eco-friendly type business or operating with eco-friendly business practices sometimes end up being extremely helpful when it comes to certain things, because you have certain companies, they stand strong on that. And when you can showcase that in your business, let me tell you, it really, really, it truly increases your sustainability, right? So again, practical tip number 4 or strategy number 4 is innovative sustainability initiatives. Make sure you do that. Okay. Do some research on it to see how you can do it in your business, how it best suits your business. Each business is going to be different. So it may take a little bit of research, but implement it. Go green. Go green. Now, strategy tip number 5, strategic knowledge transfer. Okay, listen. All we're really looking at is, making sure that you facilitate the transfer of strategic knowledge. In a nutshell, create some sort of robust system for sharing your expertise within your organization. You, as a business owner, don't keep it all to yourself. Share it with the people that work for you. They need to know that. Sometimes you may have to separate yourself out of certain environments, in your employees, your VAs, your other people are they're gonna have to have that knowledge. We got a shakeup going on right now with the what's that, Sean Puppy Combs and all kind of other different things that's not real friendly and real nice. And he owns that company. What is it called? Revel, I believe it is. And he's had to pull himself out of the equation. The company was a good company for a lot of people. It sustained a lot of people, their pockets, right? And it put a lot into a lot of people's homes. And him being separated out of that equation and him making sure that they transferred the knowledge that needs to be transferred to other said people there is extremely important in order for that business to sustain itself. Okay. So make sure that you craft a robust system for sharing expertise with your organization. Don't keep it all to yourself. Okay. It's going to ensure the preservation, literally. And what do they call that? Perpetuation? Y'all know. Of essential knowledge. It really is. It's building a lasting legacy. Okay, it's going to be extremely important. An actionable step for you to take is implement knowledge transfer systems within your organization that's truly going to ensure your expertise is preserved. My dad's expertise is preserved, right? Because he shared it with the people in the kitchen. They have his recipe, right, for his barbecue sauce. And I know when it's off, when I go in and I taste it, I'm like, somebody messed with the recipe. But he did share it. Make sure that people follow that. Keep that legacy alive. Make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that it stays consistent. Chick-fil-A has that. How can we serve you? They speak to you. Everything is very positive. They're the true service-based business. I always say, if you want your young adults, your teenagers to learn customer service, take them to Chick-fil-A. Right? So they can get a job. They will learn, the way, they pass down that knowledge, and everyone does it. It's consistent across the border. And you should do that as well in your business, right? Make sure that your team members, that they have it. Share that vitally important information, right? Your expertise is your business. And you want to leave a legacy. You don't want the business to fold when you pass away, or you decide to pass it down, right? You want it to stay consistent. You want that name to have that awesome mark. Do it, y'all. Do it. Now, strategy number 6, I believe. Yeah, I believe it is number 6. Is strategic philanthropic partnership. Now, I know communities generally love this, especially if you operate a brick and mortar. Okay, collaborate with organizations that truly align with your values, magnifying that impact of ways that you can give, right? Philanthropy is, I always get tongue tied with it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's extremely important, right? Charitable contributions, these things leave lasting effects. It really does. I think it's our social responsibility. I really truly believe it is. And even though I do a lot of things online, I'm always looking at ways that I can contribute, right? But of course, it still has to line up with my values. I'm not going to get involved with it if it doesn't. I want to give, and I want to give back in a way that leaves a lasting effect. I believe, as a female CEO, a mother of 5, grandmother of 5, and 2 grand dogs, once divorced mom, okay, and now remarried, of course. I remember what it felt like to try to own and operate a business, or when I was owning and operating a business, not having a supporter, having people tell me, how are you going to do that? And you have these kids to raise and all kind of stuff. I truly believe that you can be a mom and a wife and run a successful business. All you really truly need is to have some processes and systems in place. And of course, you need to simplify it. So for me, I set up ways that I can contribute in the community. I may go into churches. I may get involved in women, communities that, single women communities where they need help with those things. I contribute my services, provide a charitable type thing where I don't charge them, where I give back, where I help them put those things in place that are important so that they can own and operate a business and not walk away feeling guilty because they feel like they're sacrificing their children while they're trying to run this business. I know all too well about it. Being a woman who was divorced and now remarried, I remember what that felt like to operate with guilt. So my contribution is providing my services to certain organizations sometimes to help them put those necessary systems in place and to simplify, automate, systematize, and streamline their business so they can have that sustainable growth and to leave a mark and to be able to contribute to certain organizations. It puts a smile on my face because I remember the day that I wish somebody had done it for me. So again, that strategic philanthropic partnership, I believe, is going to be extremely important for you as a strategic leader who's mastering her skills in her business. Now, our last one that I believe we are on strategy number 7, strategic brand evolution, I guess we could say, right? Listen, your brand needs to be evolving. It really does, strategically. Adapt to the changing market dynamics while staying true to your core values is uber important. Okay, your brand strategically evolving maintains relevance, y'all, and it leaves uh, a serious, solid, what do we call it? Mark, I guess, for lack of better words. Okay, a solid impression. It really does. Okay, so make sure that you stay true to your core values, but make sure that your brand is evolving. It has to. Life changes, things change, and unfortunately, some portions of your business model may have to pivot towards that. Notice I said core values, so we're not losing who we are, and we're making sure we're still, leading with integrity, right, through the whole process. But embrace it, okay? Embrace strategic brand evolution. You have to, okay? Look at certain ways that you can maintain your brand's authenticity when you do it, though. Okay. Make sure that as you adapt to these, ever evolving market trends, that you don't lose your brand authenticity. It's going to be extremely important that you don't do it and that you keep the core values all together. But you have to be open and willing to grow with the new market landscape. You have to. If you don't, you're gonna be left behind, right? I use AI in my business, but I still make sure that it does not change who I am, change my brand. I make sure that I still show up as authentic as possible. How and why can I do that? It's easy for me to do it. It's easy for me to do it because, listen, I'm showing up authentic. I'm the expert no matter what. But I leave that wiggle room for me to be able to adjust to market trends so that I can flow and I'm not left behind. So I encourage you to do just that as well. Okay. Embrace strategic brand evolution, ever evolving as you continue to grow this successful business. All right. All right, y'all. I think that I've provided you with the 7 tips that I believe you need when it comes to elevating your woman-led legacy, crafting impactful business success here on day 60. I'd like for you to truly, for your homework assignment, I want you to reflect on the 7 things that I share with you. Okay. Reflect on the legacy that you envision for your business. Outline some actionable steps, okay, to weaving one or more of those strategies that I provided you into your business model. Okay. Share your insights with us. Share it with us right here in the comment section. Or, of course, if you're not quite comfortable with doing that, or if you have questions that you'd like to ask, but you don't want to ask them in the comment section, whether you're on IG, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, or whatever environment that you follow me on, listen, go on over and share with us in my community, which is the Get Your Sass On community. You can join us by going to GYSO community.letstalkstrategies.com. It is an intimate environment with other female CEOs. We'd love to have you over there. Share it over there if you're not comfortable with sharing it here in the comments section. Please take the opportunity to take these actionable steps, okay? All of the homework assignments that I provided you these last 60 days, I believe will really, truly help you take your life and your business to the next level. I'm all about actionable steps, okay? I hope that you are too. Now, as we conclude, y'all, with this series, I want you to remember that your legacy is a narrative only that you can write. Nobody else can write this out. Okay. Your strategic decisions today are, I guess, for lack of better words, it's like writing or like the ink that shapes the legacy that you leave behind. It really, truly is. Okay. Now I'm encouraging you to join me for tomorrow. as we dive a little bit more into Strategic Leadership Mastery Series. Tomorrow, y'all, is going to be the last day. It's going to be day 61. And we are going to really, really dive deeper in as we wrap things up. And my prayer is that we continue to cross paths, right? And that we stay connected, that we stay strategic, that we truly stand on being the leader that I know you truly want to stand on being, right? And that you master the things that you do. So I encourage you to stay a visionary, okay? Stay strategic, and let's craft let's craft an impactful legacy as we truly impact the business world as female CEOs. You can do it. I know you can. This is Danette Moss, business systems and implementation strategist, aka the strategy lady, over at Let's Talk Strategies, home of the SaaS Factor, where I work with overwhelmed 6- and 7-figure female CEOs, of course, to go from overwhelmed in their business to simplifying, automating, systematizing, and streamlining their business for sustainability, for the growth that I know they desire to have. Thanks so much for joining me, and I am looking forward to you joining me for day 61. Please make sure you go back, listen to the 7 strategies or tips that I share with you here on day 60 as it pertains to elevating women-led legacies. We're leaving a legacy, lady. Yes, we are. Crafting impactful business success. Y'all take care, and thanks so much for joining me.